Hey everybody, welcome back to Waxy Brown's Flower Power Hour, where we just took a trip around Latitude. But I've got somebody super special on the line, our special Ray of Sunshine. Ray, you there from Weed, Weather, and Whatever?
I am here.
From Weed, Weather, and Whatever. You know, I gotta wonder sometimes, like, how you came up with the name of that one. Like, that your podcast name is incredible. Like, I get it, www.ray, but like the Weed, Weather, and Whatever. Like, I kind of get that when you watch it, because it's like you do talk about weed, you do talk about weather, and then there's 90% of it is like whatever Ray's hip to at that moment.
Exactly.
And that's where the fun's at. That's where the fun lies. So I just took my listeners on a trip around Latitude Dispensary in Lake of the Ozarks, and it was pretty cool, Ray. It was like different than a lot of the medical dispensaries we see. Like, when we think about medical cannabis and we think about recreational cannabis, we're kind of talking about two totally different vibrations, right?
So, absolutely.
So I looked at those guys, and it's like they're ready for that adult use. That the cannabis is out there. It's not one of those really medical white wall places. Do we have Can Convict Project online as well?
Should have. Chris, are you guys there?
I don't even know.
Well, there's
anyway.
the first.
But Ray,
back
anyway,
to whatever.
Back to whatever.
Back
I
to
mean,
whatever.
I that's who I assumed it was. And I didn't. I was just in a
worried some
conference right in.
goofballs on there.
I'm just doing my job, Waxy. Don't yell at me on the air, please.
It's all good. It's all good. So Ray, I got to ask you, Ray,
Yes, sir.
Ray, let's bring it home. What's a perfect dispensary experience look like for you? When you walk in a dispensary, what's it look like? What's it feel like? What's the vibe, the music, the bud tenders? I'm just curious. Because my expectations in this industry are probably a little different than some people. So I'm wondering, what's the perfect dispensary experience for Ray?
Mine is 100% a cross between the vibe that people give off and the customer service. I think customer service is number one. Like, if I walk into a dispensary and they're rude to me, I will walk out.
Yep.
Straight up, bye. I will not buy anything, medical or not, because there's a bunch of them. I'll go somewhere else. And on that note, you know, it's good to have, you know, I understand that not everybody's bud tender is going to know everything about everything. That's not possible.
Right.
But knowledge goes a long way. And if they can't at least try to find out the answer, I don't feel right shopping with them. So.
When you shop, do you go after terpenes or do you go for high THC count? Do you ask, like, what flavor
That's so funny, because I always
into?
ask my patients that when they come in. Man, mine's all smell and taste. I'm 100%, terpene. If it doesn't smell right to me, I don't want it. I'm very
that's true,
particular.
because like THC count, you can just smoke more if you want more THC count, but
exactly.
You can't replace flavor, right?
And sometimes those higher THC percentages, I get anxiety. Like, it gives me a panic attack.
That's
so
real too.
I have to be careful.
And so the entourage effect is real, right? Like, we want to make sure that's got high THC as well as, like, well, not high THC, but good THC counts. And a good THC count is paired up with a good, CBD, CBG, CBN count as well.
Exactly. Yeah, you want it to have everything in it that you want it to do.
Yeah.
And they should, hopefully be able to explain what that means, when they're helping people.
I know Tim was stoked the other day. Tim came into the shop and he said, Waxy, check these pre-rolls out. I don't know where you got them from, but you were really stoked. I said like you're not here. You were really stoked because the testing on the label was more than just a THC count.
Yeah, it was the only pre-roll that they had that had the label with the terpenes on it. And I'm like, I want that one.
You didn't even care about anything else on there. Oh, that one went above and beyond.
Well, totally. But again, I think that falls back to the customers that are growing. They're using labs that are giving them the terpenes, which are very important, because that's not a required in the COA test.
Let's make that real clear. I want to make this real clear. What Ray just said is most important to her is not required.
No, that's exactly why the IDU and what Ronan's done is so critical in those algorithms, right?
The International Dankness Unit, that's what Sundro Cannabis uses to distinguish their terpene values. It's real. So I agree with you guys 100%. Like, I'm tired of chasing the THC count. I'm ready to start chasing these flavors and these different effects because we all have ailments, and that makes sense. But yeah, so I just, Ray, I know I don't always have like a specified question for you or who's on your podcast today, but today I wanted to know what's Ray's experience with a dispensary sound like, and it sounds like just what I'm looking for: a decent amount of customer service, some knowledge, viable prices that I can reach, and a good time. And
exactly.
who we have now, Steve? Oh, nobody. Okay. But yeah, I agree with you 100%. Like, forget about it. Forget about your THC counts. Forget about all that. Let's go towards flavor.
They're bound and determined, but it just ain't going to happen today.
And you'll get those people in the dispensary. That's all they care. I'll literally, hand it to them to smell or to, look at. And they're like, I don't care. What's the percentage? Every time I'm just like, oh, ouch. But I get it. Everybody's got their own way of determining what's for them. So
that's right.
I think it's a matter of everything.
All right. Well, it's been a wild show. Ray, we appreciate you. You guys check out Weed, Weather, and Whatever. Folks, it's been a wild one, man. I'll catch you guys next Wednesday.
Bye-bye, Ray.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Thanks for love you. Thanks for listening in, guys. Education, information, you got it all over here with a little bit of music. You're listening to Waxy Brown's Flower Power Hour on KKID 92.9.